very shiny nose. Put that power cord in that motherfucker and get in that bitch. We finna bomb some reach. We finna bomb some niggers.
Up here. But we got somebody up here.
You don't see I would go nuts if she dared me, my friends.
Which one? I'm a black person. Did you forget? Yeah.
Why don't you get down here? Let you and my boys have a little talk.
I'll pass.
Did you say your ass?
No, I said I'll pass. This guy I'm fighting was like, hey, how about you get down here? Me and my guys are not able to talk. It's like, nah, I'm good.
You should stop calling yourself an ass.
Come on, I've got places to be.
I bet. Hold up. Let's fight. Where's your musket for the win, boys? Oh, nasty. That's freaking gnarly, dog. Alright, return. Spear one. Let's try bats on you. my battery died. Isn't that something? I'll press my phone on. I'll take this out. I'll put my adapter in my drawer. Connect this to my controller. Right. Killed it. I killed the death.
Damn it, you better kill switch.
Switchblade. Shooting at me? Oh, damn it, is right. Bottle cap, rounds, stim pack. That's all I want off of you. Now here comes my favorite part. Just looting. No, I don't want all that. Round, bottle cup, and round. Oh, do you have stim pack? Let's.
Idiot, don't you?
Bottle cap, round, stim pack.
Bloody pudding, someone.
Yeah, I just killed you. Just to be safe. I just wanna get fucked up, will you? How the hell do I get out of this thing?
That was a pretty amazing life. I'm just glad you're on our side.
Here. Ah! Hey. There we go. Took that fusion core out.
You guys gonna be okay now?
Yeah, for a while anyway. We can at least move someplace. Listen, When we first met, you said you were glad to help. Well, you did. And we owe you our lives. So here. It ain't much, but it's the best way I can say thank you.
I didn't do it.
Hey, sorry. I'm used to everyone being in it only for themselves. You know, you remind me of my friends. The other men, the ones who gave their lives for something bigger than themselves. You should come with us to Sanctuary. You could use the help.
All right, Garvey. I'm in.
Oh, that's wonderful. But there's more to your destiny, isn't there? I've seen it, and I know your pain.
Do you now?
Please, tell me. I need to know.
You're a man out of time, out of hope. The wall's not lost. I can feel the sun's energy. He's alive.
I knew it. Please tell me where he is. I need to find my son.
I can't see him, not clearly, but I feel his life force. He's out there. And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. Great green jewel of the Commonwealth, Diamond City, the biggest settlement around.
Gotta find Diamond City.
What's in Diamond City? Is Sean there?
Look, kid, I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The sight will paint a clearer picture.
That junk, it's gonna kill you.
Hush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the sight. And our new friend here, he's gonna need it too. Now let's get going.
All right.
Hold up. Y'all give me a minute. I got some stuff I gotta get rid of so I can run. Get rid of the ashtray. Aluminum can. Get rid of that. Aluminum, I'm gonna need you. Gas mask, I have you on. First of all, let's worry about clothes. Whatever I don't have on currently, I'm getting rid of. With that being said, I'm about to change my appearance to the stuff that I need the most. And everything else, I'm dropping, because I don't need it. Can you turn me? Can you turn me? Cage armor it is, I guess. Alright, oh. Looks I got everything else I'm wearing, so there are you. Where are you?
I'm tired. I'm gonna go tonight then, okay?
No problem.
I'll see you tomorrow. Just you mind how sorted. Going to learn today, and we will get you.
Man.
She was stoned out of her gourd. And now you want us to just head out on another wild goose chase based on... Are you...
Oh, hold on. Everybody just take it easy. We're all in this together, right? So, Mark, you got a better idea of what we should do next? Anybody? Well then, Sanctuary it is. Let's just hope it lives up to its name.
Come on, man. It's time to go.
Y'all have a nice day now. Try not to get too destroyed out there. Come on, you two. Out! Traveling your life looking at me that way again. I like it. So I'm taking you. Going back to the Commonwealth. So sure.
Wants to shove their pencils into a cat's ass and practice circumcisions in their basement is gonna grow up to kill a couple people. This is easy. Anyway, that's all for this week. If you want more videos, you can go to youtube.com/extrajoevideos for more content. Also, I have a podcast called The Basement Yard that comes out every Monday in iTunes.
Get rid of those electronics you aren't using to make room for the newest gear. At Disc Replay, we pay cash for used electronics, or get even more in-store credit. iPads and tablets, HD and 4K TVs, laptops, headphones and Apple products, smartwatches and fitness bands. Bring them to Disc Replay today and walk out richer, or cooler, or both.
Disc Replay Merrillville, Route 30 across from the mall behind McDonald's.
There are a lot of new data management companies. They have shiny new offices. And they sell you a good story. One that promises
paintings. That's what his eyebrow looks like. It looks like a Bob Ross bird. Oh, and look who's the background on his computer. Fucking Billy's Brown Bait. There was a love triangle in this video. I don't really know what shape I just made with my hands, by the way. What is that? Why are they touching tips? There's so many other poses you could have done. What did the cameraman even say? All right, get real close. Pretend, get closer. Pretend you're Siamese twins connected at the dick. Do that. Whoever's directing this photo shoot should be fired and banned from school grounds. And I thought I liked Halloween. This guy fucks pumpkins. He fucks pumpkins, probably. I think that's safe to assume. Just think about how much time this guy set aside one afternoon to carve out all those pumpkins, all while having the thought in his head like, this is gonna make a joke outfit. I feel like maybe I'm insane. But whenever I do these videos and I find all these things, I'm like, maybe I'm crazy. I'm the crazy one. And this is like the norm. I start to go insane. I'm like, maybe I should go get a pumpkin, carve it out, and wear it as a diaper. I don't know. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Why on earth would you do this? Why? For Instagram? What is the thought process? I'm going to take all the peanut butter and jelly I have in my house, and I'm going to make one side peanut butter, one side jelly, and just stick bread to my body. Isn't that hilarious? No! It's ridiculous. This last thing, prepare yourselves. I only watched like the first 15 seconds of it, so I know it's going to get ridiculous. I'm going to share it with you. Just fucking spit that in the blender? This is getting sexual. There goes that.
Grandma! Yes! So sexy! Fucking sexy!
Chick fucking loves grapes.
Oh!
1, 2, 3. What is she doing? Holy fuck! Well, what the fuck was that? I have no idea. Is this like some Asian cooking show? They got a lot of weird shows out there. That tops them all. I don't know what just happened right now. I'm completely confused. I don't really know what to say. The only advice I can give is just whatever and just check. Man, I am fucking confused right now. What the fuck was that? Anyway, before my nose starts bleeding, I'm gonna end this video. If you want more videos, go to my second channel, youtube.com/.
This is my everyday. Up early, rush to get ready, wake her up for...
I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really like going out to eat. I just don't trust some stranger in a secret room that I'm not allowed in to cook my food properly. Why am I not allowed to watch? I feel like it should be like a surgery. There should be a window that I can walk up to and kind of watch if I want to watch. If I want to supervise, why can't I supervise? This fucking guy's made 500 steaks today. What are the chances he's putting the same amount of effort into the 500th steak as he did with the first one? I don't want him to half-ass it and then serve me a plate of food poisoning. I know it's a little psychotic, but I came across some things on the internet that are probably going to make you hate restaurants also. Arby's, $2 beefy ass sex. Excuse me? I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't really want ass sex going on near my food. Wherever it's being made, do the ass sex somewhere else, please. Do you know how bankrupt this company has to be offering ass sex to its customers? Like, please just come in, buy a drink, buy a soda, whatever you want. I don't care. Do anal in the bathroom. Whatever you want. It's only $2. By the way, $2? What is that? I'm not the Warren Buffett of anal, but I'm pretty sure $2 is very low. A Dr. Pepper is $3.20, but ass sex is $2? How does that... What is this, the worst asshole ever? You could probably get $200 for that kind of action. Get it together, Arby's. Herpes pizza. No thank you. I would not like some herpes pizza. I'd like some regular, non-STD infested pizza. Where's the health department? What is going on? And to be clear, I know that these people most likely aren't making pizzas with the herpes virus on. Actually, I don't know. You don't know. No one knows. This is exactly why I don't send my food back in restaurants. If I get my dish and it's undercooked, okay, I'll just eat whatever's on the plate that isn't undercooked. And if I get the full order, I'm having this now. Because I don't know what's going on with the chef. Maybe he's going through a divorce. He's had a rough day. The last thing he needs is me to sit there and be like, my chicken's a little undercooked. Dick and balls right on the chicken. Just sweaty 8-hour shift chef nuts on my chicken marsala. And one straggler, one pube, just blending in with the sauce. I can't see it. And if he's got herpes, well, there you go. Now it's right on my chicken marsala, and I'm just like, but this herpes is delicious. Arousal Cafe. What is going on in this place? Arousal Cafe? What are the waiters just like fully erect when they're taking your order? What do you get, happy endings after you're done eating? What's going on in this place? That actually sounds like a good idea. Someone should do that. Mr. Piss. Well, obviously I'm not going to eat at this place. Mr. Piss? This is almost as unappealing as herpes pizza. Who is letting these people name their restaurants after STDs and urine? Like, who's on your marketing team? Who's letting you do this? We're putting cum inside M&M's. You better not do that. M&M's are one of my favorite candy of all time. It's so simple but so good. Okay? Chocolate, hard shell, different colors. Ooh, that's fun. You want to add a pretzel in there, a peanut? Cool. But jizz? Jizz is where I draw the line. How is that next up? I think we can add a couple more things into M&M's before we start putting man gravy in the center of them. And again, obviously this isn't real. Maybe. Who knows? We don't know. I'm not taking any chances. I'm not eating another M&M for the rest of my fucking life. Let's move on. Cheesy tits are back. When were they here? What is a cheesy tit? I didn't know Burger King was selling this kind of stuff. And as someone who's a huge fan of the tit, cheesy tits doesn't really sound all that appealing to me. Unless it's mozzarella cheese. Love that stuff. If we're talking mozzarella cheese, I'm in. Any other cheese, I'm out. Fat fuck noodle bar. I think it's safe to assume they got some pretty unhealthy items in their restaurant, if that's the name of it. I can just imagine, like, the hostess for that place. It's like this little Asian woman, and when you walk in, she's like, welcome to the noodle bar, you fat fuck. I fuck you, Asian cuisine. Huh? What? I'm not fucking anyone for I don't like Chinese food that much. It feels like a threat. It feels like when you walk inside, you know, someone's gonna have sex with you whether you like it or not. It's like, I fuck you, you get the Asian cuisine, even exchange. I'm not a big fan of this place. I'm gonna boycott this as well as the M&Ms. You see what I'm saying? Like, this shit kind of explains why I don't like going out to eat, because you never know what you're getting into. You think you're pulling over on the side of the highway and go to Arby's and just get like a soda and a burger, and there's people getting ass fucked right next to the grill. I don't like where the world is headed. I really don't. What are we doing to the M&M? Anyway, if you want more videos, you can head over to my other channel, youtube.com/ExtraJoeVideos. I upload on there a couple times a week. Also, I have a podcast called The Basement Yard. It comes out every Monday on iTunes and SoundCloud. And that is all, and I'll see you guys next week.
Chlorella is absolutely one of my favorite. This is matcha green tea. That's not chlorella. Chlorella, this is ashwagandha. Where's the chlorella? If you've ever been to Whole Foods with me, then you know I'm the guy that's obsessed with superfoods. I'm the weird dude that smells like essential oils and has a cart full of foods that most people have never even heard of. True story. Last time I was in Whole Foods over in Hillcrest, 3 women called me over and they're like, hey, what are you talking about? I was actually telling them what I was looking for to increase my body's electromagnetic field through high-vibing food. Seriously. Now, how weird is that? I'm a
So is everyone familiar with Uber? Good. Great. Wonderful. Now let me start off by saying that I've taken Uber multiple times in my life and haven't really had a problem. But I refuse to do Uber Pool. Uber Pool is like half the price of a regular Uber, but you have to share the car with someone else. And the only time I ever used it, I had to sit next to a man, a grown man, who was literally barefoot. Now let's keep in mind, I don't live near the beach. I don't live in the jungle. This is New York City. We picked up this guy in the middle of Manhattan at 4 in the afternoon. Why are you barefoot? What happened to you? I didn't even know you were allowed to do that. I thought it was like stores. You need a shirt and shoes in order to get in. I had to sit next to this guy for a solid 20 minutes. And at one point, the driver made a sharp turn, and this guy came up off the ground real quick, and I felt his pinky toe touch my ankle bone, and for the rest of the ride, all I thought about was, wow, I could not wait to saw off my foot and throw it in the garbage. That was the first and last time I do Uber Pool. But like I was saying, I've taken tons of Ubers, and I've never had a problem. Until I met D. That was his name. 1 letter, no apostrophe or anything, just D. I don't know if it was short for David or something like that, but all the app said was D. And it was kind of funny because when he was pulling up, my notification popped up and it says D is arriving. And I was like, that's kind of funny. So anyway, D pulls up and it's hot out. So as I'm getting into the car, I'm like, all right, buddy, fire up that AC. And immediately he blasts the heat. I guess he heard fire and was like, fire's hot, and just put the heat on. And I get awkward in situations like that, so I didn't even correct him. Like, I didn't want to be like, no, I meant the air conditioning. That's what I want. I just left it. We both sweat until we got to my destination. So that's settled. We're in the middle of the desert inside this car. And then we start talking, because I like to get a little chatty with the drivers. I think it's a perfect opportunity to just lie about who you are. You can be anybody. They have to believe you. They don't know you. I don't know him. He could have told me anything. I would have believed him. And that's what I do. I like to lie about who I am every single time I get into an Uber. So I start off with some small talk, and then I'm like, so, are you married? And he goes, no. Well, my wife is. I'm like,
your wife is married? He goes, yes. And I just left it at that. It just felt very illegal and dangerous. I didn't want to dig deeper. I have no idea how this guy isn't married, but his wife is married to him. If she's his wife, he's the guy, right? I started to get confused. I didn't want to get a nosebleed or a headache, so I just left it at that. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're just going to pretend that makes sense. But anyway, we get past that, and then later on the ride, he asks if I want a piece of gum. And I'm like, yeah, sure, thinking that there was a pack of gum somewhere in the back seat that I didn't see, or that he had. No. He went into his back ass pocket while driving, leaned up, and pulled a pack of Orbit out of his pocket, and then took a piece of gum out of the box, unwrapped it, and then just gave me the piece of gum. Now, I'm sort of a germaphobe, so I kind of want to know, am I the only one who thinks that's fucking insane? Like, who unwraps the whole piece of gum and gives it to a stranger? I took it and I pretended to eat it. I was like, I didn't want to eat it. I would have rather eaten a bomb at that point. Then he started asking me for directions. It sounds like I'm making this up, but I promise I'm not. He literally asked me. He's like, should I go down this street? And I'm like, this one? Like, in front of the street, there was a big-ass yellow sign, dead end. I'm like, maybe we shouldn't go down that one. It's a dead end. 5 minutes later, he's like, is the tunnel around here? And now I'm like, should I drive? Do you even know how did you get this job? Just follow the GPS. That's all you have to do. Finally, this guy figures out where he's going, and we get into Manhattan. Now, I thought this field trip was over because I'm literally 4 blocks from where I need to be. But no. D had other plans. We're driving down a street in Midtown Manhattan, and a cab is pulling out of a parking spot, and instead of just letting him go like a normal person would, he tried to speed past it and drove into the side of the cab. He didn't hit it hard, no one was hurt, but he definitely hit it. And at this point, I'm blown away by the fact that more things keep piling on top of this one Uber ride. But I was fed up at that point, so I was like, I'm just going to walk the rest of the way. I was 4 blocks away, so I just got out and I was like, D, you are on your own, bud. And I know people are probably wondering if I, reported this guy or if I told someone, hey, this guy's dangerous, you shouldn't be driving Uber. I actually did the complete opposite. As soon as I got out of the car and I was walking, I went right to my app, 5 stars. That is a 5-star ride. And I know it probably sounds like I made up all this shit, but I assure you that New York City is filled with these stories, especially on nights like Halloween. Last Halloween, I was walking on 2nd Avenue, an Uber pulled up, the door opened, and there was a girl throwing up all over the seats. Continuously, just vomiting. And then after everyone got out, the guy was leaning back, looking through the open door, the back seat door, and looking at me on the sidewalk and going, you get it? Am I getting into your vomit-covered fucking Uber? No. It's pure insanity out there. Also, before I go, I want to give a quick shout out to Audible for sponsoring this video. If you guys love listening to stories, then you'll definitely love Audible because that is exactly what they do. They have a crazy amount of audiobooks to choose from, like I Can't Make This Up by Kevin Hart, which is the one that I'm currently listening to. And if you use my special URL, audible.com/Santagato, you will get a free audiobook and a 30-day trial. So sign up using my link. Get some free stuff. Why not? Audible.com/Santagato. Free audiobook and a 30-day trial. You're welcome. And that is all. And I'll see you guys next week.
Tell me how my base was destroyed.
Oh, he was into it.
He...
Crazy man. She came from the sky.
Liar! Do you think I'm stupid?
To be fair, a fuel tank placement is a problem.
me to a weather program.
He was very creative.
There's no way one man did all that you say. And when I find out what really happened, you will wish he had killed you.
Bro, we're on the YouTube.
Hey Busy Bees! Hot Cocoa Kisses combine delectable marshmallow cream in the center and classically delicious Hershey's milk chocolate, creating the experience of drinking a hot cocoa. And these are only available for a limited time. They're gone by Christmas, so get them now.
Boy, do I have a story for you. I went and got a massage the other day because my back is tight. My brother recommended some place. He's like, I'll go here, ask for Coco. She's great. Right off the bat, I was like, Coco, what's going on here? Because, we all know what happens sometimes at massage parlors, people getting jerked off, whatever happens, I don't know. I've only gotten one massage my entire life, and it was a really long time ago, so I don't really know how to tell which places do that, which doesn't. When am I going to have to be like, I'm good on the jerking. No need to yank my shit. I'm okay. My back's fucked up. When I walk into this place, they're playing this weird trance music, and I'm like, okay, whatever, relax it.
You got some game from Edgar. Well, Keith. Why do you keep moving these? Why keep moving what? When they're on the wall. The Christmas lights?
Yeah, the other day.
Yeah, sure were. They fell down, so I just strung them over my computer. No. Review. Is that seriously why? Bruh.
Station or something, I guess. It just sounded like a young teenage Asian girl just like yelling. And I was like, alright, whatever. So I walk up to the front desk and I was like, yeah, I need a full body massage, like an hour. Is Coco in? And the guy's like, no, Coco's not in today. Today's her day off. And I'm like, alright, here we fucking go. No Coco now. But he's like, don't worry, I got someone who's even better. Do you like it medium or hard? And I didn't really know how to answer that because I don't know what that means. So I just said hard because I didn't want to look like a little bitch. Like, oh no, can I get a medium? Like, no, fuck it, give me hard, whatever. Stab me with a knife, I don't give a shit. So I go hard. He goes, cool, here's your room. He shows me to this room. These rooms are like cubicles. There's no ceilings on them, and there's no door. It's just a sheet. Also, another thing, because I don't get massages a lot, I don't know, am I supposed to get naked? I don't really know if it's one of these places. I don't know if places differentiate. I don't know if it's like, yeah, this is an underwear on place, this is a naked place. So I went briefs. You know what I mean? I played the middle. And I start taking my shirt off, my sweater off, I'm taking my pants off, and I'm standing there in my shorts and briefs. And I'm on my phone texting. Then I turn around and I see this woman like looking through like the crack of the sheet, like, are you ready? Are you? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. And then I take my shorts off, and now I'm in my briefs, and I lay on the table. So now I can't see what's going on. Obviously, my face is down. That sheet whipped open, shing, and she came marching in there, got right on the table, and immediately just started throwing elbows at me. She was really letting me have it. I thought, like, she sounded angry. I thought she was going to spit on it, because she sounded so fucking mad. I didn't know, like, when you order hard, you get a woman who just got, like, her husband just cheated on her and she has all this shit going on and she's just taking her day out on you. That's what it felt like. It's like when you order medium, you get the normal masseuse, but when you order hard, they go into the basement, they unchain this woman. She comes upstairs, she starts beating the shit out of all the customers. Then, she started massaging the shit out of my ass. She was getting after it. And I gotta be honest, little weird. Felt good though. It did feel good. It felt good. I gotta say, Coco's replacement, pretty good on the butt rub. So after she's done doing that, she starts doing my back and my arms. Then
literally, I'm not kidding, and I don't know if this is like a normal thing with massages, but she took my arm and put it behind my back like a fucking arm, like a wrestling move. And she's massaging me as she's like pulling it, and I was gonna tap, I was like, shit, like you know what I mean? Now I'm in a fucking arm bar. This woman's on top of the table, by the way, massaging me with her elbow. Had this been a UFC fight, I would have been tapped out. I'm serious. Then later on, she starts doing my legs. And again, I'm wearing briefs, okay? When she massaged my ass the first time, she just pulled them down and started massaging my ass. Then now she hikes them up and like hikes them. She basically turned my briefs into a thong because she just like pulled it all the way up, full on wedgie in my ass so that it exposed the cheeks so that she could rub the legs and the ass at the same time. Which is fine because cool, do your thing, massage, this is part of the job. But then out of nowhere, right, she gets off the table and just starts wailing on my leg. She's just punching them, right? And she has a fist. It's not like a fucking, she's punching me. This would have been my second TKO because I would have submitted with the arm bar and then I would have been, the fight would have been stopped because of punches. So she's punching my leg and then she just leaves the room immediately. Now I'm laying there with my head down and I don't want to pick it up because I'm afraid. So I'm sitting there for like a good 2 minutes and I'm like, is it over? Like I feel like she would have said something. And as I'm about to like pick up my head, she comes storming through again, swings open that curtain, shapeed! So I just get back down and I hear her kind of rummaging through the oils or whatever is over there. And then I start hearing like these clanking thing. I'm like, what the fuck is about to happen? She like rubs me with like a warm towel. And I'm like, ooh, this is nice. Then she has these two, I think they're wooden, these balls that are hot as fuck. They're hot. I don't know where she had these. It felt like she had them in a fire and then covered them in oil. And then she starts rubbing them on my back. And they're just hot as shit. I'm like, I'm going to have 3rd-degree burns after this. Like, they're really hot. And she even asked me, she goes, is this good? And I was like, yeah, it's good. And I couldn't even tell you why I said that. I was like, yeah, it's good. Even though I was in excruciating pain. So then she stops for a second. And then I think it's over. And then she goes right back. She takes the balls and puts them on my legs. And she starts rubbing them on my legs. And this feels good. Then she puts them down, hikes up my briefs again, and just starts punching me in the ass. Now I'm getting ass punched by this lady. I swear to God, I have my head down and I'm laughing because I don't like. She goes, is this good? I'm like, yeah, it's great. It's hilarious. Oh, and I forgot to mention, she was massaging my hand. Obviously you turn over at some point, so I'm laying like this, and she's massaging my hand. She's massaging my hand. She's like, ooh. She starts punching my palm. And I know that's probably just a part of, the whole massage experience because, like, it does something to, I don't even know. But it was just funny how she was like, oh, yeah, real nice. Fucking hand. And then it was over. And I was like, what did I just pay for? You know, like I got put in an arm bar. She burned me with these hot balls on my back. She punched me in the ass and beat up the rest of my body. And I gave her a cash tip, and then when I walked out and went to go pay for the home massage, I paid with my card. The guy gave me the receipt, so I just signed it, gave it back to him. He's like, oh, no tip? I was like, tip? Here's your tip. Cool down the balls because my back's on fire. Okay? And when I left, my hair was all messed up because she was doing some, like, head massage thing, and my hair looked like a mess. So I walked out of this massage parlor onto a busy street in my neighborhood. My hair is all fucked up. I'm like walking weird because I just got beat up and burned. So everyone who saw me was probably like, oh, Jesus Christ, this guy get gangbanged in that place? But yeah, that was my story. That's my massage experience. I don't know if I'll go back. I'll be honest with you.
I gotta be honest with you here, I think I'm losing my mind. There's been some things that have been happening to me recently, and I'm not sure if I'm crazy or not for being upset by them, so I decided that I'm gonna share.
So the other day I'm in the gym, just getting after it, doing some deadlifts, you know, working up a nice sweat. All of a sudden this guy comes up to me and he goes, "Hey Chief, can you give me a spot?" And already I'm upset because I'm not a big "Hey Chief" guy. Hate the "Hey Chief." I'm more of a "Hey buddy" guy. "Hey buddy, can you give me a spot?" "Hey, thanks bud." This "Hey Chief" shit disgusts me, okay? It's at the bottom of the totem pole. It's down there with, "Excuse me boss, can I get a hand?" Ball, fuck you. Anyway, I'm spotting this guy on the bench press, and he's having trouble in the last rep, so I help him a little bit. After he racks it, he says thank you, I give him a fist bump, and then I turn to walk away, and then he slaps me on the ass. It wasn't like a sexual slap, but it was definitely like a stepdad trying to fit in slap. Like, "Hey Billy, nice catch." Psh, that was fresh. It was one of those, you know what I mean? And I was like walking away from him, so he had to have extended, he worked for this slap. And mind you, I have no idea who this guy is. I've never even seen him at the gym before. And by the way, this isn't like a homophobic thing either, because if we're on the baseball field, swing away. If I hit a double into the gap, slap my ass. Take your day out on my ass, okay? Hit me with a bat. I don't care, because it makes sense in that setting. But we're in a gym, and I'm a complete stranger. Don't smack my ass like you're my basketball coach and I just hit a free throw. What's next? Are you gonna start tussling my hair like fucking Great Gatsby, hey there, old sport, little junior? Fuck that. I don't know how they do it in your tribe, Chief. But keep your hands to yourself. The next thing, which literally happens again today, drives me insane. Okay, so you know you're walking into a building.
I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
Yeah. I used to like living here. Before the war.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
I lived here over 200 years ago. I was frozen or something for most of it. Just woke up a little while ago.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war ghouls. You say you were frozen. Anybody else make it out with you?
Maybe. I woke up at one point. Some people killed my wife and kidnapped my son. I'm trying to find him.
Damn. I'm sorry. I hope you find him. Let me know if there's any way I can help. Anyway, I am glad you're here. And I've had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in their Minutemen out there. Somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you can go help out with the settlement?
I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. The Minutemen can use more people like you. By the way, you talk to Sturdy. I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
Alright, so basically, now we're just regrouping the squad.
And you're not an asshole, so you hold the door for the woman behind you, and then you do that whole, like, yeah, you go ahead. No, yeah, I'm sure, yes. Thank you. Have a good one. Like, you do that whole shit to be nice, and then all of a sudden, you just become responsible for this door. Before you know it, you're a fucking employee of the building. You're the doorman now. For the next 4 minutes, you're just letting people into this building, and no one takes over your shift, by the way. Usually when that happens, if you're walking into a building, you see some guy just standing there like an asshole, you can tell he's not a doorman, he's just like, I don't know how I got into this situation. And there's just people pouring into this building, not even saying thank you, not looking them in the eyes, just walking through. Usually when you see something like that, you walk over to the door and you go, I got it from here, dude. You take over his shift. I got it, you go ahead. I'll get the next 10. For whatever reason, no one does that for me. I guess I look like a stereotypical doorman, because everyone's just like, fuck this guy, I gotta get to where I'm going. I wanted to do one good deed. I don't need this entire conveyor belt of good deeds that I didn't commit to just walking right past me. Eventually, I just get fed up, and I just slam the door in whoever's face it is. Even if it's an elderly woman, I'll just slam that door right in her old face. Another thing I hate is when people tell me to fly safe. I don't really like airplanes because I'm 30,000 feet in the air and I'm one pigeon in the engine away from plunging to my death. So I don't really appreciate when people tell me to fly safe like I have control of the plane. This isn't my plane. I'm not steering it. I'm fucking sitting in the back saying 8 Hail Marys and 12 Our Fathers, praying that this fucking thing doesn't hit the ocean. Have a safe flight isn't better either. Okay, that one makes me nervous too. Because it's not just one person who says it. If one person said it, fine. You know, your mom, every time you get on a plane, have a safe flight. Thanks, Mom. That's not the case. Everyone says it. Anyone who knows that you're taking a flight, have a safe flight. Eventually, that makes me nervous. Imagine you were at a party with like 30 people, and you're like, all right, dude, I'm heading home. I'm driving home real quick. And every single person was like, dude, have a safe drive. Seriously, have a safe drive. Dude, have a safe drive. Eventually, you'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Should I not drive? What are you trying to tell me? Is it dangerous? Is there a tornado that I don't know? You'd be like, what the fuck? Why does everyone keep saying this? Do me a favor, don't tell me to have a safe flight, okay? I don't want to even think about the fact that I'm 30,000 feet in the air. When you tell me to have a safe flight, I'm like, great. Jinxed it. I'm fucking knocking on wood like crazy. And lastly, of course, what is with you guys that take a piss at the urinal with your pants and boxers at your ankles? I have a hard time figuring out how you even learn to take a piss that way. Because that has to be taught. That's not like human nature. Human nature, everyone's like, you know how babies are born and like they just know how to sneeze and they know how to hold their breath underwater and shit. There's just certain things that are innate. And I feel like taking a piss is one of those things. But taking a piss just straight up naked, just peeing, that is taught. So what I want to know is, who is your dad? Because your dad's the one who's teaching you how to pee. Your dad's the one that takes you and your 2 brothers into the bathroom and you go, this is how you do it, and you pee like this, because otherwise things would just be fucking everywhere. And if a 4-year-old who is very impressionable sees his father pull down his pants and his underwear to his ankles and starts peeing, that's it. He's done for the rest of his life. That's how we create these people. This kind of pissing method had to have been passed down for generations, and we just need to cut it off now, okay? Someone's got to teach these kids. It scares me how passionate I am about these little things. I swear to God, I'm sweating right now. Anyway, that's all for this week. If you want more videos, go to youtube.com/ExtraJoeVideos. And go subscribe to my podcast. It's called The Basement Yard. It comes out every Monday on iTunes and SoundCloud, and I'll see you next week. Alright, so this week we're going to do things a little differently. I told you guys to send me questions on Facebook and Twitter, and I got a lot, so let's get started. What's your funniest encounter on a New York City subway? Alright, so there was this one day I was coming home from work, and I got on the train, it smelled like piss. Which isn't out of the ordinary, by the way. This is New York City. Everywhere smells like piss. However, on this specific day, I knew it was a guy on the train because no one was sitting near him, so he had either just pissed or was currently pissing. Which is fine. It's not fine, but whatever. We're going to continue with the story. He also kind of looked like Santa Claus if Santa Claus' parents, didn't give a shit, and he, rolled around in dirt and just drank a lot. So anyway, pissed Santa Claus is over there talking to himself, which is fine, and I guess some lady made eye contact with him, which, by the way, big fucking mistake. She makes eye contact, and I guess that just pissed him off, because he started screaming at her, and he was saying, "You're a wannabe cock!" Like, she wants to be a what the fuck does that even mean? So I start laughing. And when I start laughing, no one else is laughing. It's New York City, everyone's like, this is normal, I'm trying to keep my head down. But no, it's not fucking normal. The guy hears me, and he fucking snaps his neck, and he goes, "What are you laughing at, tit fucker?" And now I'm fucking dying. Now I'm hunched over in my fucking shirt. And the guy just called me a tit fucker. I didn't even know it was a title. And I was laughing and shit, but I gotta admit, I was legit terrified, because I knew that this guy was covered in pee. And if he charged me, what are we going to do? He's going to tackle me, and now I'm covered in this piss. We're just rolling around in this piss concoction. I didn't want that to happen, so I just kind of turned away and, hid my face. And then he stopped. There was a 5-minute period of complete silence. Everyone on the train kind of looked at each other like, okay, we're all safe. It's fine. He's not mad. But he was not done, because I guess he just used that 5 minutes to make himself more angry. And then He just screamed the most absurd thing. He was just sitting there and he was just like, suck my 9-inch dick. He screamed, suck my 9-inch dick in a crowded train in New York City. And I'm not supposed to let... No one reacted. He said that, and my first reaction was, wow. This guy's blessed. 9-inch dick? That's not every day you see one of those. And then my second thought was, I hope he doesn't pull that snake out. Because I'm not even going to act like I'm a hero. I will use an old woman to shield myself from it. But he screams that, and then says nothing again. And then there was this different lady, some little tiny Asian woman who could have been 90 or 14. They don't age, it's amazing. But she was sitting there, and she was looking down. She knows the rules. She was looking down, she was making eye contact, but he didn't give a fuck. He was leaning, and he was like, I'm 9 inches of solid steel when I'm happy. And this was just the best train ride I've ever been on in my entire life. What is the weirdest memory you have from high school? Alright, so my senior year I had this sex class, and on the first day the teacher was like, alright, everyone go on the board and write a word that is associated with sex. And my last name is Santagato, we're all seated in alphabetical order, so I'm like near the end. And everyone before me was trying to be all PG, and they were writing stuff like love, lust, passion. But being the immature person that I am, I just saw this as an opportunity to write titties on the board without getting in trouble. So that's exactly what I did. He called my name, I walked up, titties, everyone was laughing, and then I sat down in my chair, and that was that. The next kid, the kid right behind me, he was like this shy, didn't say much type of kid, and I guess he took, the fact that I wrote titties kind of made him feel like, okay, all bets are off now. Because he got up and he went right up to the board and he just wrote anime porn. And from the time he finished the end and put the chalk down and then walked back to his desk and sat down, no one said a fucking word. Just complete silence. I'm trying to contain myself once again. And then my teacher goes, what is that? And at this point, I just put my head down because I know what's coming. And sure enough, he describes anime porn by saying it's like when your favorite cartoons have sex, but all the noises are real. And no one said anything. The teacher was like, oh, okay, cool. Next. And like, what the fuck? Are we not going to talk about this? Have you ever thought about becoming a gynecologist? No, not at all. And I know some dudes are going to be like, dude, what are you, gay? You get to look at vaginas all day. Like, I know dudes think that's like a funny joke to say, like, oh, I wish I was a gynecologist. But I don't think they really thought that through. You know, there's real medical procedures that are going on down there. It's not like these women are just walking in, flashing their palace, and then leaving. You gotta, like, take a car jack and fucking jam it in a vagina and then crank it open so you can see in there. And I'm sure there's more to it than that, but I'm just giving you the abridged version. So I don't want to be a gynecologist. Probably for the same reason that I don't want to know what McDonald's chicken nuggets are made out of. It'll just kind of ruin it for me. Like, the nuggets are great. I love them. I appreciate them, but I don't want to know what's going on in the factories or how many chickens are being slaughtered or any of those details. I just want to eat the nuggets. The same thing with vaginas. I love them. I appreciate them. They're all beautiful. But I don't want to, like, deep sea dive in and use tools to fix things. Like, I'm just not qualified for that, you know? Would you have sex with Trump if it means you'd save someone you love? This is tough. Like, dude, honestly, all political views aside, everyone has to be on the same team and admit that sex with Trump is probably brutal. Not to mention, like, is this like a life or death kind of thing? Because if it's not, then definitely no. Because I can totally live with someone I love sustaining like a serious injury or something. Like, you'll live, whatever, you have a broken leg, no big deal. But if it's like life or death, like, oh, that's a fucking tough thing. Like, how much sex do we have to have? Like, is it like sex to completion? Or like, can I just, like, massage him or some shit? Why am I taking this so seriously? Anyway, that's all for this week's video. Don't forget to subscribe to my podcast. It's called The Basement Yard. It comes out every Monday on iTunes and SoundCloud. And I will see you guys next week.
This is where god Zeus was born. There's a cave there that you can visit if you like.
So if you're gonna pray for help, this is the hole to do it, because maybe Zeus can help you.
Yes, the god of gods. And we are believing it can be a destination for the whole year round, a real golf destination. That's what we are striving for. Everyone can have bricks and mortars. It's all about people, and we do our best to accommodate every bespoke need of anyone here. We really have it when people talk about our stuff. You're treated as a member even if you're not one.
Enric, there are so many fabulous courses all over Europe. Why do you think people should come here to Crete?
This course is a different course from the ones that they have played in Portugal and Spain, which everything is a little bit flat. Here, you will not recognize any of the holes, and you will not see the next hole. Play hole number 2. You don't see hole number 5 or hole number 3 or hole number 9. It's a unique course. All right, Jamie, show us the way. Oh, beautiful. Whoa. Wow. That is a perfect shot.
What's up? I'm wearing a hoodie because it's cold as tits in this house. So a couple of days ago on my Facebook page, I asked you guys to send me topics of things you wanted me to talk about, and this is what you came up with. Can you address breastfeeding in public? I always see articles of people being upset and they want to start petitions and like Facebook pages and like ban the tit or whatever. Can someone explain to me why breastfeeding in public is offensive? Oh, I offended you because I'm trying to keep my baby alive? Fuck you and suck my kid. Like, dude, the baby needs to be fed. What is the alternative? Should we just let it starve and then watch it die in that thing that's strapped to their mother's chest? I was on the subway one time and there was train traffic, so we were stuck for like 10-15 minutes, and this woman started breastfeeding her baby. And after a minute, some old guy was like, do you have to do that here? She kind of just shrugged him off, but she should have looked at him and been like, oh, what's up? You're really old. That's awesome. Why don't you just pack it in and die right now? That'd be sick. I've never wanted to shadow kick someone so hard in the fucking face, and he was old. His bones were brittle. I would have broke this whole side. Long story short, here's my opinion. Feed the kids, all right? When did the world become afraid of tits? Talk about Cinnamon Nicole. Who the fuck is Cinnamon Nicole? I'm gonna have to Google it. Alright, oh god, these idiots, they find me. I don't know how. So apparently Cinnamon Nicole is the name of a woman who spent her entire life savings on lottery tickets trying to hit the Powerball. Then when she didn't win, she set up a GoFundMe page and asked people to send her money because now she has none. Then in the description of the GoFundMe page, like in the little fine print, like you know in commercials like the fine print, it's like, oh, try these pills. It's good for your heart. But in the fine print it says, oh, may cause diarrhea and your dick may turn inside out. Like in little fine print she writes, I'm certain that we will be able to pick ourselves up from the trenches of this loss and spend another fortune trying to hit it big again. What? Yeah, nice try, Miss Cinnamon. Or Mrs. Cinnamon. I don't know if you're married to another person who's named after a spice. How do you even muster up the courage to do something like that? If I bet even $50 on the Giants to cover the spread, I am sweating the entire game. And you're over here just fucking rolling the dice with your whole life savings, and you had way less of a chance of winning than I did. And now you want to do it again? Cinnamon. I don't like where your head's at, I'll be honest, I really don't. Please talk about domestic violence. This is simple. As a man, under no circumstances is it okay to hit a woman. Unless it's Ronda Rousey and she's beating the shit out of you, then you might want to like throw a jab and run the fuck out of there, she will kill you. But seriously, if you hit a woman, you're a bitch. And on the reverse, if you're a woman, there's no reason to hit a man unless you're defending yourself.
Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days. It's bad business, that.
We're rebuilding the Minutemen from the ground up. We're the good guys again.
Glad to hear it. No question, things have been worse since the Minutemen fell to pieces. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks, stealing food and supplies, threatening to kill us all if we don't pony up. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against the gang again.
Will you be willing to join the Minutemen once I've dealt with those raiders?
Oh, we'll certainly give it a good long stay. People have gotten used to not being able to count on us. It's not going to change overnight.
It is. Please just be right here. I really don't want to have to deal with those guys again. I'm pretty sure that's Diamond City right there as well. Hold up. Let me check that. Pretty sure that's Diamond. It is them. Fuck. Those motherfuckers chased me down. Oh. I'm gonna take a break. Safe. Let's check out those mobs thing.
this, I've decided to show you guys what you can get out of it right out of the vault. So we're gonna head on over there. You know, you can loot all of these boxes over here if you want, but you know you don't have to. You can see here it's got a few things in it already. But you know, you don't have to because the cheap gives you everything you need anyway. Now, in the vanilla game, you know, or most any game, you're going to take off down the hill over there towards Sanctuary. But this is the way you want to go to the cheat room towards the vault marker right there. And it's really not too far away. I mean, you can see it right there in front of you. Just up this little path here. And when you get here, it looks just like a normal little shack. Actually, it looks like they use one of the Diamond City shacks. You know, I think this one's the barber right here. And these aren't guards, they don't do anything, they're just for show right here. He has added a cheat room workshop, which is pretty cool. I mean, you're not able to really build anything up here. I guess I could show you this real quick. Because it doesn't take me forever to get into workshop mode because of my different mod that I have downloaded. But you go through all of this, and you see here, I guess you can build around it. That's pretty cool. But you see, I don't have anything. So, we're going to head on in and check it out. Now, you can see here, you got
along citizen. Protect and serve.
What did I do?